YouTube, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Gen Z is completely fucked now. Now, from the look at on my screen right now, I don't know who the fuck this is, but I don't know. She could be a good casting in the the movie It. You know what I mean? The It movie. But I don't know. This is for more Pegasus. Let's get to it.
About these psycho TikTokers. Now, I used to
They be crashing out and shit.
talk about this years ago where people would be faking mental illness and faking these disorders. Basically,
these people are fucking sick. Yo, these people are sick, bro. Yo, imagine faking a fucking a mental health condition. Like I've seen there was a streamer who like he acted like he was crippled the whole time he wasn't.
just inventing random shit because they're bored and they feel like it, and
Tourette's are chaos.
they really desperately want attention from people. So we're gonna go through a couple people that are going viral.
This is fucking hideous, bro.
Recently, here's my little
the It Clown show. You know. I don't fucking know, bro.
preview for the video. We got this psycho, this psycho, this psycho.
You know, it's funny. They all have the same archetype. They all have the same exact archetype.
We'll also be talking about the infamous
I've seen this. I've heard of this
nose ring theory. It's making a comeback. It's
I remember this girl.
People with nose rings, for some unexplained reason, tend to lean towards crazy. Also, a couple more psychos who are all mentally ill in different ways, it seems. Starting with
that boy got that gender dysphoria. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's called. Gender dysphoria. I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're gay, lesbian, straight, transgender. I don't give a shit, bro. Yeah, we're all human at the end of the day. I don't see you any less. I'm just saying, let's just say that. Let's make that clear. But these motherfuckers right here, bro, y'all are just crazy, bro.
with whatever this is. So you know how this new generation has the pronoun stuff, right? The he,
You look like one of them toads off like Naruto.
she, they, them, the standard. But
I don't even know if it's a he or a she.
then you got some people who are
I don't
like,
even know,
let
bro.
me cook, right? Let me cook some more. I'm not special.
And there's nothing wrong with being a transgender. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not gonna, hey man, it is what it is, bro. I don't really care. I have bills to pay. I have responsibilities.
Enough. I need more attention, and yeah, you should not let them cook.
This is a video about my pronouns. I've had a lot of people ask them in lives, and I thought it would be easier to just have a video explaining my pronouns. So
Don't tell me she's faking this shit. I know she's faking it. You're speaking very clearly. So I used to, and I used to go to the.
I use ze, them, its, and they, them pronouns because I like them, and I think they're fun to use.
Don't tell me you're faking it.
How you use ze, them pronouns in a sentence would be like ze.
If she actually has Tourette's, though, chill. You know what I mean? I don't know if she actually has Tourette's. If she is faking it, if you're faking it, bro, you're a piece of shit.
Is crocheting. I'm watching their live. I'm crocheting with them. Most people most people know how to use it, its, and they, them pronouns in sentences. Why do I use them? I use them because I think they're fun.
Right. So we got the casual.
What the fuck is on my screen, bro?
Them. Now, I don't know about you.
And the one thing you never want to do around these type of people is bring up two words. There's two words you can't say. It's MAGA and Trump. You will get. They will put you on a fucking cross and burn you, bro. You know what I mean? By the way, I don't give a fuck who you support politically. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't give a fuck if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. You do you, bro. I'm just saying.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that in real life ever. In fact, I'm almost certain that none of you have either, unless you are in this person.
The one thing I don't like about this video, though, is why are they saying Gen Z like I'm not a part of Gen Z? Most people I know do not act like this, bro. Gen Z is not cooked, bro. Stop saying Gen Z is cooked, bro.
neck of the woods.
Stop
it
saying
really
that
seems
shit,
like
bro.
this stuff is purely an online thing that they're purposely doing on TikTok. I mean, they talk about it as if they use it in real life as well.
They
but
don't.
I
They
find that
don't.
very, very hard to believe. At least, yeah, I
They
just don't
don't.
see that working. I mean, it would take so long to even explain. And how would you deal with strangers? This is something I just don't understand. Like, why would you make life difficult for yourself on purpose? I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, every time you go to the cashier at the grocery store, when they call you a she or whatever, you're gonna go and be like, well, actually, there's this thing called Zem that I have.
Well, actually, I'm not human. I'm a Zim. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a Sim. I'm a character. I'm not real. You know, yeah.
Invented here. I want you to use this going forward. And then they probably encounter like hundreds of people every
Actually, I'm not a her. I'm a Zim.
day, so they probably can't even remember that. Also, you're saying you're doing this for fun, so you just kind of expose yourself. It doesn't really, you know, reflect
What the fuck is that noise?
their identity. It's just
What's
some
going
random
on?
fun shit that you've completely made up. Also, to address the elephant in the room, the ticks and stuff. Now, I'm not gonna 100% say that they're, you know, faking it or anything like that. There's no real way to...
Okay, so she's not faking it. Okay, or at least I don't know if she has Tourette's. I don't know. I mean, this video is kind of misleading me because it's leading me to believe that she's faking it. You know what I mean? But I don't think she is, though.
No, unless you're them. Or, you know, you could technically go through all their previous videos and just expose them. But I will say, I used to talk about this stuff before, and there were a lot of people who did actually get exposed for faking this shit. And it seems like their certain quirks and stuff only pop up on video, it seems. Only pop up whenever they're doing TikToks, or only recently, and several years ago, they did not have it. So I don't know if this person is doing that, but if you are one of those people who legitimately take time out of your day to fake this shit, then you're a piece of...
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, bro. If you're faking this shit, you're a piece of shit. All that help and medicate, all that shit could be used for them, not for you, you fucking lame ass nigga.
Shit, you know, people actually have to, you know, suffer through this type of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not cool. Right, so then they talk about when they actually discovered this neo-pronoun system or whatever, or where...
But it's funny because all of them dressed like this, they all have the same archetype, so it's pushing me to believe that she is faking it.
Whenever they made
I'm
it up
serious.
or whatever. And what do you know? It was when they were 16. Interesting, right? Interesting. Nobody could have guessed.
16.
We're on a mission to give 2 million people all around the world
Mr. Beast.
This village in Malawi.
Mr. Beast, shut the fuck
I
up.
discovered neo-pronouns when I was
Neo-pronouns.
16, I think.
Bro. 16? When I was 16, I was not thinking about no fucking pronouns. Okay, motherfucker? I'm that's just my experience. I don't know what y'all experienced. Oh my goodness, bro.
Woohoo! And I didn't really get them at first, but I learned more about them and discovered Zem pronouns, which I really liked. I started using them with friends, and then woohoo, pretty bird. I eventually put them in my username. So I've been using Zem pronouns, pretty bird, for a couple years now. I discovered, what you doing? I discovered I didn't mind its pronouns. When
She might actually have Tourette's though. I feel like she might actually have Tourette's. Hey man, you know, that's unfortunate.
and I was reading through a lot of hate comments that I get, a lot of people use it to try and dehumanize you or like hate on you or whatever. But when I was going through those comments,
That's the thing though. That's the thing though. You don't all animals have pronouns though? Like if my cat, she's a she, right? You know, she's a her, she's a cat. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how these people operate. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
I realized I genuinely didn't mind its pronouns, and for me, they're a vibe. So
Good for you.
Hopefully that explains my pronouns. Woohoo!
Yeah, that explained a lot, honestly.
I didn't understand shit, but I mean, it's good for you though. If it makes you happy.
So you were 16, you know, you're very impressionable. You probably log onto TikTok every day, you know, before even brushing your teeth or taking a shower. You just immediately got onto that app,
You know, I'm telling y'all right now, look at the flowers and leaves in the background, bro. I'm telling y'all that is a huge red flag, bro. All them leaves in the background, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Why the fuck do you have leaves in your room, bro? I mean, you want to be with nature, that's cool, but like I'm telling y'all, this shit is a red flag. I don't every time you see leaves and someone's hanging in the room, you just want to speculate the worst case scenario, right?
The internet
Full of
and
red
look
flags,
for
you know what I mean?
validation from fellow mentally ill people, and you find a way to make them affirm your
Stop,
crazy
bro.
delusions.
Get
And
this
the
shit
end
off my
result
screen,
is
bro.
you just end up looking like some sort of exotic parrot. I honestly feel bad for the parrot now. That's a really mean comparison for the parrot right there. But yeah, maybe if a parrot had a bunch of metal in it or whatever, and put on clown makeup again.
Clown makeup.
I really just feel bad for the
Wait, what do they do? Like motivation core, clown core, the it core. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
these people, because imagine
It's-
living your life every day like this. It must
Like TikTok, that's how they be on TikTok, bro. Motivation, it core, chill core. They every
be
core.
fucking exhausting. But anyways, moving on to the nose ring theory. Now, you probably heard of this before.
I
I've
have.
also talked about it several years ago. Basically, there's
Damn.
an interesting correlation that a lot of these psychos online who are clearly mentally ill seem to have nose rings. Now, obviously, you can wear nose rings and be perfectly normal, a
yeah.
perfectly chill and cool person. But some people out here are ruining it for everyone, it seems. If you do happen to wear a nose ring, just know that you might be judged adversely on the internet now.
She's a 6 out of 10. If she removes that nose ring, she'll be an 8 out of 10, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. That septum piercing shit, that shit is ass, bro. That shit does not make you look good. I'm being honest, that shit is so chopped. So, nose ring here or here, that's cool. I get that. The septum, that's insane. She looked like a bull. She might ram her head into me. She got a big forehead, so I don't know what she gonna do to me.
Because there's a
trust
lot
her.
of people who do wear nose rings who are completely insane. And yeah, I don't know, there's some sort of correlation.
You know, the funny thing is that this lady that we just saw on the screen, hold on, go back. She's literally proving, like, the theory is real. Like, what is she doing? The Purple People Person, that's her fucking TikTok name. You're literally proving what, bro, did she have a fucking clip on her chin, bro? She built like a butterball turkey, her big ass? I know she big as hell. Ain't no way. Oh, nah, bro. This is insane. What is she doing? She one of them, like, extremist liberals,
who
bro.
wear nose rings who are completely insane. And yeah, I don't know, there's some sort of correlation, some mystic correlation here, so it doesn't always have to be the case, but yeah. So this guy went viral.
Yeah, looking at her, you know. Goddamn, fucking Ronald McDonald.
Calling it out.
Septum theory this, septum theory that.
What the fuck?
You got
Yo, what the fuck am I looking at, bro? Yo, what the fuck am I looking at, bro? Slow Jack. Oh, that's the shit. Eden Boyd .nails. That's her TikTok. Bro, what the fuck is she wearing, bro? Fucking clown. A literal fucking... Yo, Vegeta would be having a blast. You know what I mean? Vegeta would be having a blast with this shit. Like, dead ass. I know I'm pausing. Like, oh my fucking goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. What the fuck is this tattoo, bro? Oh, this is scary, bro. I'm scared, bro. Get this shit off my screen,
are
bro.
just jealous that
And he probably did that. This person, let me not get the pronouns around before I get attacked and slammed. You know, chill out. I'm sorry, bitch. But seriously though, like, what is this? What is the pronouns on this beast right here? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, can y'all go down in the comments and explain the pronouns for this? Because I don't fucking get it, bro. I don't fucking get this, bro.
I am swag, awesome, gay.
Septum theory. I've seen this.
I am swag,
Swag.
awesome.
I'm swag, awesome, and gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But who the fuck said you had swag, nigga? The fuck? You ain't swagging shit. You're a fat nigga wearing a bra. What do you mean, bro?
Gay.
Septum theory. I've seen this phrase getting kicked around a lot. Basically, see someone with a septum ring, they're most likely going to be fucking mentally ill or just straight up retarded.
I knew it. I told y'all. You bring up MAGA, Trump, conservative, these motherfuckers will tweak the fuck out. These are the real Karens, bro.
Angry.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Yo, what the fuck is this, bro?
Deranged Starbucks drinking lunatics, mate. Oh, but Jack, that's pretty judgmental. No, it's not. It's just true.
Yeah, it's true.
Around the R slur, full-fledged Nazi. Full stop.
What?
That's interesting. I don't understand why people got that on their face, mate. You know that.
You know, these are the type of people when y'all don't agree with each other, you call them a Nazi because you know what I mean. These people they're bots, bro. They're robots, bro. They don't think for themselves, bro. Going around calling niggas Nazis and shit. That shit happened like 200 years ago. Why the fuck is we bringing that shit up now? Why? No, I'm dead ass. Why are we bringing up Hitler and shit, bro? Did we not move past that? Why do y'all keep bringing that up? Maybe because you're a Nazi your fucking self.
That's for cattle, right? So they can put the rope through the fucking nose and drag you around.
Right, listen.
Yeah, they're a bunch of bots that just get dragged around by the nose.
I want to be that guy, but how do you go out looking like this?
I don't
You are
know.
a straight up clown. In fact, a clown probably has less shit on their face if we were to do a one-to-one comparison, I feel like. And look at that absolute conch shell in.
I don't know what that is, bro. Like, what do you gain from doing this shit, bro? Like, what happened to these motherfuckers that turned them to this, bro? You know what I mean? What is her fucking pronouns, bro? I don't want to mispronounce her. So you niggas start attacking me, fucking
her nose, bruh.
delusional
Dude, at that
fucks.
point, I feel like you're operating at 30% capacity. There's not enough oxygen that is even.
That's what I said. I reacted to a video about the nose ring video. I brought that shit up, bro. She's not getting enough oxygen to her brain. She can't think clearly. If she removes that shit, she turns, you know what I mean? Into who she was back then before she became a fucking cow, you know what I mean? You know
flowing
what I mean?
to your brain.
She can't
Maybe
breathe.
that's what actually makes you mentally ill. It's
You
just
can't-
a lack of oxygen. I feel like that would make anyone ill, you know?
Yeah.
Physically.
And a vape.
Now, one of the previous times we talked about one of these
It's impossible to find a job right now. She's baiting. Oh, she's fucking evil. I know she is. She's just fucking evil, bruh. Oh my goodness, bruh. I can tell. She's blacking out her tattoos and shit. Yeah, she's probably covering them. Probably regrets getting them, so she black. That's what people do when they get a tattoo. They regret having. They black them out. They do that, yeah.
specimens. They were complaining about not getting hired at like a TJ Maxx or something.
Like what is she, a Cenobite from fucking Pinhead? Y'all know that nigga Pinhead, the Cenobite? You know what I mean? He looked like one of them niggas, summoning hooks around us and shit. Got pins all over his head. Y'all remember that motherfucker Cenobite? There's Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, the Cenobite. What's that nigga's name? Pinhead, right?
They were complaining about not getting hired
The little
at
box
like
and
a
shit with the
TJ
hooks.
Maxx or something. Basically, they were complaining about getting fired for their self-expression, and it was this lady with a shit ton of tattoos and like a tattoo of like a demon or something. And the reality is, if you show up looking like this to a job interview, you're not exactly a people's person, all right? You're not
Yeah,
exactly
you're not.
going to be perceived as someone who is, welcoming cool. You know, if there's a bunch of
And she might genuinely be a good person.
kids going to the store to get some clothes, or, you know, kids with their parents.
She might actually genuinely might be a good person, but this is you can't just go to a fucking job interview looking like this, bro.
Getting some groceries or some toys. If they see this fucking devil, you know, at the counter, they're gonna be a bit put off, you know, gonna be like, mommy, what the fuck is that? So yeah, back to this person here, you know, I feel like just without all that shit on your face, you would look pretty decent, but it's like, why do you do this to yourself? I just don't understand. Feels like I
feel like they do this shit for attention, bro.
Such a cry for help, a cry for attention, you know? Also, I'm like an anime guy, right? And I think the closest thing we have in real life to like aura or chakra is like our breathing. And if you somewhat
it's just like, bro, like, why? Septum ring theory is when you are visibly older than 18. No, it's not, bro. Bro, I don't trust you, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't trust this nigga, bro. I would be uncomfortable seeing this shit. Not because I see him less of a human or anything like that. I don't, but it's like, I'd be put off. I'd be uncomfortable, wouldn't you? Don't lie, nigga. No fucking bullshit, bro.
Inhibit your breathing even slightly, you're basically nerfing your power level, right?
Yeah.
Even in the gym, if you lift or whatever, you
gotta
notice
learn how to
that
breathe.
if you take like a deep breath before your set and, you know, you really get ready
Nah, he's actually speaking facts,
for
though.
it, then you have way more strength on it, right?
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you got
to control your breathing.
all that oxygen filling up. I don't know the exact logic there, but yeah, there's also that.
No, it's actual like
Those breathing techniques like Wim Hof or whatever, where you can like supercharge your body to survive in like extreme cold temperatures where it normally may not. So legitimately,
this is why I believe aura is real, not like the aura in like, you know, Duke Dennis. I'm talking about like the aura in like an anime. Like I feel like that shit kind of real, don't y'all? Like you got Haki, you got Ki, you have what's that shit in Naruto? I fucking forgot, bro. I don't watch Naruto.
like breathing is an actual superpower. So when you inhibit that,
You get to
know,
run
you're
longer.
kinda-
And you know what's crazy? Yes, he has chin hairs. Am I the only one that's he has chin hairs, bro?
just cucking yourself. Now, if you have like a tiny, small nose ring or whatever, okay, fair enough. But if you have a walrus tusk in there, I mean,
Bro, this nigga is growing facial hair, bro. Through the makeup, bro. He looks like he eats fucking babies, bro. I can't trust this nigga, bro.
come on.
How do you eat?
You're just like, you're giving yourself a cold, you know? Well, you know when you're ill, you have a cold and you just can't breathe enough. It's so annoying, especially when
what
you're
the
trying
fuck
to
is this
sleep
picture,
and you're
bud?
like always, you know, making that noise to, you know, clear their mucus and shit like that. That's basically what's going on. You're doing it on purpose. I can't, bro. Right, so then she just calls it.
I'm spitting at y'all, not the girl. You know, no, I'm playing, bro. Chill, bro. Stop, bro. Chill, bro. But I'm serious though. This is a whole ass man dressed up like this, bro. Like, who the fuck is you? You not? I see the little chin hair growing and shit. Like, bro, this nigga has to take off these piercings every single day, 3-4 times a day. Keep trimming, keep shaving, keep doing this every single fuck. Like, it probably takes this nigga 3 hours to get ready for work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna keep it a bean. It's just not worth it, bro.
Like really stupid, and that says that we should not be talking about this, even though this is TikTok and literally you talk about the most nonsensical, unimportant shit all the time.
But for real, this septum theory shit is so fucking stupid. Like, sincerely, like, where are we? There are so many more important things to talk about here
like
on this
what?
fucking app right now. Like,
yeah, like why the fuck are you wearing this right now, bro? Like, why do you have that big ass, like, what motivated you to dress? You're just proving us right, bro. These motherfuckers are delusional. I swear on my life. They literally are delusional. They literally prove themselves. They literally contradict themselves. That's the word I'm trying to say.
like,
Would this make you buy a Ridge
What
wallet?
the
Two people could win a Lamborghini
I already have a Ridge wallet.
Huracan Storado, a Hennessy Velociraptor, or $100,000? Hold on.
I do.
If
I have all those.
you're commenting Septum Theory under my posts, I'm blocking you.
How can you?
I'm blocking you. Also, you're a Nazi because we don't agree with each other. And yeah, I'm gonna divide myself from the rest of the country and make myself more of a lonely piece of shit.
You
know
make
what I mean?
fun of me without talking about the political and economic state of the world right now. How can you criticize me when there's a genocide going on right out of the Hassan Piker playbook right here?
Yeah, you're a Nazi.
The Hassan Orbiter playbook. Listen,
Bro, I don't watch this nigga. What the fuck is this in his background, bro? I'm not gonna lie, this is funny as fuck. What is this? Why does this nigga have a mural of Obama, bro? The fuck is Obama gonna do for you, nigga? He does not give a shit about, not give a single fucks about you, bro.
right out of the Hassan Piker playbook right here. The Hassan
Oh man, bro. Oh man. Yo, you are a disgrace to the black community, nigga, and I'm light skinned, bro. I'm mixed, bro. That's so disappointing. I know she's a whore. Fall from grace. And she's 400 pounds. And then this nigga, I don't know, bro. I swear these motherfuckers do this shit because they're bored, bro. I swear I'm alive. Like, I don't know why they do this shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Orbiter playbook. Listen,
What am I
you put
looking at?
yourself online to get clowned on, looking like a clown. People are gonna call you a clown. It looks like a clown. It quacks like a clown. It's gotta be a clown. Also, it's really not that deep. People aren't making like a comment on.
Yo, y'all know those like motivational core ass videos, bro? Clown core. You know what I mean? Clown core. And I told y'all, conservatives, every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time. Y'all all had the same archetype. Stop talking about us. Y'all are the cult. Y'all all look the same. You know, chill. What the fuck? Whoa. Y'all all look the same.
Your like intrinsic worth. Or
Let me calm down. Let me bring down my conservativeness. Let's meet in the middle. Chill out. You know what I mean?
like that. They're just saying, hey, this looks stupid. And a lot of people who look like this give off the vibes that they're mentally ill and they have deep trauma and problems.
This nigga has a fucking... What the fuck is this? You know, the little, like... It's not a paper clip. I mean, it basically is a paper clip, but it's the little metal pen. And you squeeze it and it opens up. He got that shit in his ear, bro. You're gonna get an infection, bro. Because they can no longer play with you in the position of depravity. What the fuck are you even talking about?
Right? And not gonna lie, you know, all these years, the theory, you know, the nose ring theory is quite accurate. I feel like, at least online. You know, in real life, you might encounter people that are more normal, but that's just in general.
yeah.
And in real life, there's more normal people than people that are online because people online are
what people gotta understand is that just because you see all this shit online, this does not make up the entire country, okay? It's really only a tiny 0.001% of people in the country that do this shit. And the reason why it seems so big is because they're loud. Negativity is always louder than the positivity. There are way more good people than there are bad people. Way more on this planet. It only seems like there's a lot of bad because it's always the loudest. You get what I'm saying?
Desperately trying to get attention, trying to get validation, trying to go viral, trying to get clout on TikTok or whatever platform. There's plenty of decent people with nose rings, of course. It doesn't mean like you put it on, you're automatically insane. That obviously doesn't make any sense. Although there is something coming up that
It's just like, why do you do this? Like, why do you do this? Why do you do this? You are the cult. Y'all I mean, MAGA is a cult too. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Trump supporters, and then these motherfuckers. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all are a cult, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a bean, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Trump's a scumbag. You know what I mean? He's kind of a dick. You know, let's be honest, bro. You know what I mean? Now, do I trust him a lot more than other people? Fuck yeah. I mean, I'd rather it be him than that other nigga. You know what I mean? But so, I mean, to me, I'm just in the middle. Like, I don't. You know what I mean? I just think whoever's better, I'm gonna vote for. That's it. That's the person I'm gonna support. a little bit more. Even I don't agree with everything that nigga does. Like, I think people just, both y'all are both cults yelling at each other. Y'all arguing with each other. You're part of these politicians' games, bruh. They do not give a fuck. It is all a show, bruh.
Might indicate that, we'll see. But
I'm gonna be
anyways,
honest.
as this trend started to get viral, a bunch of people got really butthurt about it. There was this one guy who basically said that anyone who doesn't like nose rings is a pedo.
Septum ring theory is
It's because he's one himself.
when you are visibly older than 18 and conservatives get sad, you are no longer a minor. If you have
What?
visible tattoos or facial piercings, it is immediately
Bro, what the fuck you got on your arm, bro?
recognizable.
What? You're wearing a Galaxy shirt, and you dyed your hair purple here and here. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
That you are of age, and that makes conservatives sad because they can no longer roleplay with you in the position of the depravity in their sick fucking minds.
They're talking about themselves, though.
Okay, what the fuck? Where did that even come from?
I don't know I know. He's literally talking about himself. They're projecting, bro. They're delusional. These people are delusional.
Been talking about.
They're fucking
also,
delusional.
I don't think this is just conservatives. It's like even liberals can see a whack.
No, it's the extremist liberals, and you got your extremist. I mean, you got some crazy extremist conservatives too. But a lot of it nowadays, bro, I see more extremist liberals. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest.
Psycho and go, yeah, that's a whack job psycho. I know what's going on. This has got to be a Hassan fan. It's a classic.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, come on, randomly calling someone a PDF file that you disagree with.
A Nazi, yeah.
That's right out of the playbook.
Yeah.
That's on chapter 2. Chapter 2 of AlternateX right there. Also, nobody minds the tattoos either.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the tattoos, but it's like.
But you know, if you have a giant demon tattoo of a monster on your face, yeah, people are likely gonna judge you. Like, you can't have a giant sign on your head that says, hey, look at me and judge me, which is essentially what a nose ring and a tattoo is, and then be like, oh, I'm mad that people are judging me. Like, of course they are. You're making a statement.
Also, stop trying to be vulnerable on the internet, nigga. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. You're gonna get roasted, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. Unless you're popular. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. Stop being vulnerable.
It's not even just nose rings or tattoos. It's like with anything. Your clothes. If you wear some wacky clothes, people are gonna judge you.
Yeah.
You know? Or if you have colored hair or whatever, anything that's different from the norm, people are gonna judge you.
Look, I thought about dyeing my hair, my dreads, different colors. But to be honest with y'all, I will never do that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. You know, I don't need to do that. I might dye like a little blonde or some shit. You know what I mean? Like blue, red, purple. Really, nigga? Like, are you dead ass, bro?
Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. And the problem with people like you is you're literally proving the theory.
You're literally proving yourself, and your piercing is dirty. I can tell your piercing is dirty. Look how foggy it is right there.
Right.
Clean your piercings,
like when
nigga.
you react like this, and when you call everyone that doesn't like something, which is a preference, a pedo, then you're just affirming that you're mentally ill. You're just affirming that you're a complete psycho, crazy nut job, of course.
Yeah.
Moving on to this girl going viral.
I already seen this girl.
She can't find a man. TikTok.
Yeah, because she's the problem, you guys. Spoiler alert, she's the fucking problem. She's the problem, you guys.
A girl number 7,000 who can't find a man and decides the best thing is to post about it online to try.
Stop trying to be vulnerable on the internet.
And
These niggas don't give a fuck about you.
She thinks that everybody else is the problem, but cannot find any problem in herself. She says, "I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life." Interesting.
Make your browser fast. Make your browser safe.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
24 years old, and I've been trying my hand at dating men specifically for probably about 5-6 years now in a serious way. I'm single at the moment. My boyfriend and I just broke up recently, and I have probably dated about like 4 to 5 men seriously. Keep running into the same issues every single time I date a man.
Because you're the problem.
And I've been trying to like really get to the root of what it is. And now I know what you're
And
thinking.
she's gonna, and I already seen this. She's gonna turn this into a whole, men are this way or like this. Men aren't shit. Whatever, bro. Shut the fuck up.
We have a type. I do not have a type.
Yes,
These
you
men
do.
don't know each other. They're not friends. They're not from the same area. They don't look alike. I really
course
do
they're
not
not.
have a type. The only thing that these men have in common is that they are men. I really have been reflecting a lot and trying to figure out what like the root of all these issues is.
Okay, how do I put this? So if we do some quick maths there's only one common denominator in all these failed relationships, and that is you, right? So definitely.
And also, just look at the caption, bro. I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. The fact that she believes that just makes it more true. That's what makes it true in the first place. She believes she's gonna be alone and single for the rest of her life, and that's exactly what's gonna happen until she realizes that she's the problem. This negative thinking that she's doing to herself, it's damaging her.
Look into that. But also, I'm just gonna be fair here. It's fine to have failed relationships. You just
fine.
move on,
Yeah, you move on, yeah.
Failed relationships for 5-6 years in a row with several different people. Okay, that might be indicative of another problem there, especially if you're actively looking, as you're saying, right? But the fact of the matter is, you're not gonna get along with everyone. You just need to find one person. That's the whole point. You gotta find that one person. At least I hope that's.
You have to find the right one for you.
That's the goal. I don't know what the fuck
There's a lot of right ones for you out there. There's a lot of them.
people want these days, all right? More than one or whatever the hell they're doing nowadays, God knows. We got people like iDubbbz and Destiny spreading their little cuck mentality, the sneakos of the world, You never know what's going on these days. But yeah, whenever you have a constant series of failures like this, you gotta look inside, You gotta know that, hey, am I the one, who has a problem? Am I the one picking bad men here? I feel like if you're dedicatedly looking for so many years, you should probably find someone who you at least deem as good. Like at least one of those relationships, maybe it didn't work out, but maybe you liked the guy. Maybe the guy was actually nice. But apparently these are all bad men. And apparently she's been in relationships for like 5-6 years or whatever.
Yeah, because she's the problem.
Or like, I assume it takes you an entire year to determine this person sucks. Like, I just don't understand. Anyways, she continues and blames everybody else but her. The classic TikToker strategy.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect, but I'm not the reason that any of these relationships ended.
That's bullshit. Stop it.
One of the main issues that I've come to recognize is that I don't think men are really socialized to know what it means to truly love someone, like love their partner and care for their partner.
That's because you don't love yourself. That's why you attract men like that, because you don't love yourself. That's why, bro. That's why. Click it. Somebody tell her, please. Bro.
Obviously, I'm not saying this is all men, but I think it's just not normalized for them to like.
You're still the problem, though.
I don't know. Just like, I guess I don't know how to phrase it. What I'm saying, for example, is that every single one of these men individually has looked me in my eyes and told me that I am the love of their life. I'm the most important person in their life, that they would take a bullet for me. And every single one of them has treated me horribly, okay?
Right, so these guys are lying to you. I mean, guys will say a lot of shit to get you to like them or to sleep with them or whatever. But if they're lying, it is your job.
Also, those men are losers, by the way. I just want to make that, I want to clarify that those men are losers.
To realize that and not believe their words. Maybe you can fall for the first lie, but what about the next lies, right? You're being like, okay, this person's a liar. I should not trust them, And I always say, you got to look at their actions, right? If they treat you horribly, they obviously don't like you and you should move on quickly. Yeah, you seem to be.
She doesn't love herself. That's why. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. She genuinely does not love herself. She doesn't. She doesn't care about herself if she allows herself to be in relationships like that.
Be the type of person to be in relationships for years with these guys and then just keep complaining. So apparently men are the problem, but also I pick people who lie to me and treat me bad. Like, listen, I'm not saying it's
stop messing with my mic. Ow, ow, you hurt me. You okay? My cat's doing her little she like jumps around. She's like orbiting around. She gets some pets and then she gives me a little nip.
Possible to be manipulated, of course. Sure, you might feel in love. Maybe you're blinded. But
Yeah.
4 or 5 times, come on. At that point, it's gotta be you, all right? If the same thing happens again and again,
You're the problem. Yeah.
that's just you not deciding to make any changes, right? Also, for the love of God, somebody explain this to me. What does crying on TikTok even do, honestly? What does it do except feed your own ego? I will never understand this. Like, what would compel someone to do this? I feel like if a guy did this and went like, "Wah, I suck, I suck," and then
The same would be shitting on him.
started crying on TikTok, everyone would just be clowning the fuck
Yeah.
out of him, as they are her, to be fair.
Yeah, to be
then
fair,
she
yeah.
continues and says how awesome she actually is. Definitely a sign when somebody needs to tell you how good they are.
I don't know about you, but when I tell somebody they're the love of my life and that they're the person I care about the most, I show it. I'm treating them accordingly. Part of it that really trips me up is that they believe it. They actually believe in their heart that I'm the love of their life and I'm the person.
No, they don't. They're just lying, bro. It's easy to lie and just say, I like a girl. Oh, I like you. You see how easy it was? Oh, I love you. Do I really love you? Or am I just saying it just to say it? Same thing with women, too. Girls can talk, yap. If they ain't showing it, that means they don't like you. You never go off of someone's words. You go off their actions. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. I've never thought of this before, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Person they care about the most. I start calling it out. I would be like, you do not love me and you do not care about me. Like, point blank, period. Otherwise, you wouldn't be treating me badly. And they will argue and they get genuinely, offended. They get offended. I honestly pity them.
Yeah, you pity
because
them.
I don't think they're socialized to know what that means. And, I don't know how to get it across.
I think part of it is true. Maybe they don't know. But at the same time, you're still the problem because you're allowing it to happen. It took you years for you to come to make this video. It took you years to come to a conclusion that, first of all, you just blaming everybody else except for yourself. I mean, that's crazy in itself. But, you did nothing wrong. I mean, I don't know.
In a meaningful way to them.
Yes, I pity the guys. They are not socialized. The little, undomesticated animals right here.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Why do you even need to get across your argument? Just leave. Go to the next guy. You're telling me you're in a year-long...
She doesn't... I don't think she loves herself. I'm not even trying to be funny. Whenever I say shit like that, I don't mean to be funny or none of that. I feel like she generally does not like herself. Like, some people just don't like themselves. Like, that's part of the reason why she allows herself to get treated like that. She could have just walked away. It took her 2 years, fucking a year, 2 years between each relationship. You're actively dating and shit just to come to these conclusions. No, you're the fucking problem, bro.
Debate here. Telling this guy, hey, you don't actually love me, and I'll totally prove it to you that you don't treat me well. Okay, I mean, sure, you're right. Then just leave instead of arguing about it. Leave and go find someone who actually does love you. Why bother arguing with someone who doesn't even listen or understand you? Dude, I swear to God, every problem in this world would be solved if people just had a shred of common sense. Holy shit. It's like...
And that's the thing. Common sense just ain't common to a lot of people. They don't think with common sense. They think emotionally. They think emotionally. They don't think with common sense. They don't think with logic, bro.
These people don't know how to navigate the simplest of problems. This is the type of person to search something in TikTok before she goes.
It's one thing if you make a mistake in dating or in anything in life, but if you don't, you gotta reflect and just be honest with yourself. I'm the fucking problem. Okay. There you go.
Googles it, You just know it's that type of fucking idiot. TikTok has the answers, guys. The answers to my love life will be in the TikTok comment section, of course. And you know what ends up happening is that TikTok is also filled with these very bitter, hurt women, and they're in the comments, and they will basically
they're gonna gaslight
reaffirm this person's opinions, and then they will just end up, hating all men, essentially. And they'll go their entire lives thinking, I've done nothing wrong, I'm so nice, everyone else I encounter is just horrible. And it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy. You need a little dose of reality here. Then she does us the kind favor of explaining what love actually is. Yes, she does. She definitely knows.
Like they just don't listen. And I'll be like, okay, you wouldn't have done this bad thing to me if you actually loved me in the way that you say you do. Like, that is not what love is. That's not what love is. When you love someone, you don't do things to intentionally or even unintentionally hurt them.
You know what's funny? She's saying all this. I feel like she's genuinely. I feel like she's having a coming to Jesus moment right now. She's realizing that she deserves better. It took her years to realize this, you guys. Wow.
Why is that considered love to you? I'm just like, I don't.
It's not considered love. You just have a poor mindset, and you just attract men that don't love themselves.
I don't know where it's coming from. I honestly pity them because that has to be awful, but like I can't handle it anymore.
Kowalski analysis.
GFL2 is a game that combines the strategic complexity of turn-based squad combat with rich character progression through its wide tap.
I'm not interested. I'm not into that shit. Why the fuck am I getting these ads, bro? What the fuck was that?
Have a nose ring. Nose ring detected. Opinion rejected. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Listen, I know at least one person with a nose ring who's great, so therefore this theory is false, guys, totally. My advice is that I think you'd have a better time in love if you spend some time evaluating your own flaws, you know, bettering yourself, probably not venting on TikTok. Now, it is possible, theoretically, that every guy she met is horrible. It is also possible.
You know, I love my cat a lot, you guys. But she always wants to play at the worst times. When I'm in the middle of something. She always does this every time. Because she knows I'm going to be on this desk for hours. My goodness, bro. Yeah. You get that pretty flush. How you doing? Alright. Alright, that's enough. You gotta go. Come on. You gonna lay on my lap? Oh, shit. Sorry, I gotta move your tail. There you go. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, y'all.
That she met tons of good guys, but specifically picked the horrible ones. So maybe she likes horrible guys and wants them to love her, which is not possible, it seems. So plenty of possibilities here, but, you know, probably put down the phone for a second, you know, think about what it is that you truly want. If you're okay.
Take out the piercings and take a deep intake and outtake breath, okay? Wow.
Okay with being treated badly, which seems like this person is, you know, now they're not, but it seems like they were for several years, then that's just what you're gonna get, you know? You get what you can sort of tolerate, right? And eventually you gotta stand up for yourself, not take any bullshit. If someone is
they all literally have the same fucking archetype. At least 3 of the girls in this video had this same exact choker. I swear on my fucking life. I'm not trolling. How many times have we seen this video?
Lying to you, you should be ready to leave. But you're barely ready for social media, to be honest, so I don't know, good luck. Anyways, we got more butthurt.
See, I told y'all, same shit, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
People over the nose ring meme.
So when you see a man comment septum ring theory on a woman's video,
I bet you women do the same shit too.
What that means is that he is letting you know that he can fit it through a septum ring.
Bro, she got like a Naruto ninja star in there. She got like a saw blade or something. Yeah, I don't know about this theory. I don't think that's what anyone has ever thought. Maybe that one freaky dude calling everybody pedos, he might have thought of that. Also, to be fair, some of these nose rings are absolutely gigantic. So I don't know, man, it might be.
Yeah, I think this woman right here is just extremely delusional and brainwashed.
A compliment. But yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. People can't just take a simple joke, you know, like don't really need to be offended by this. Just sort of laugh at it, you know, and move on. It's just a little funny thing. Now, there's actually a lot of nuance to the nose ring theory because here's another girl talking about it, and notice how she actually has the smallest nose ring out of all of them, right? Barely even visible. And somehow, she's the only one that's not offended by this.
From what I'm gathering over TikTok, the septum theory is like not taking into consideration any opinion that comes from somebody with a septum ring because like they're usually crazy or have some like crazy trauma that caused them to get the septum ring. Yeah. My old school Italian mom just wouldn't let me put a hole in my face, so like this was the alternative. I mean, like props though. Like I I wouldn't take anything I say seriously either, so I agree.
W mom literally saved your ass there. And this is what I'm talking about, all right? It's the lack of good parenting that's actually cooking these kids. You know, I'm not going to absolve them of all
They're fatherless.
responsibility, but a lot of these mentally ill freaks have
He definitely doesn't have a father, because he would not let him dress like this.
Parents that were equally mentally ill, and essentially they are the ones who raised them like this. Or they were just not present in their lives, right? And they were raised by social media. But also, look at this girl. That is maximum oxygen flow. Her breathing is barely blocked. Therefore...
I love this shit so much, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, all that nitrogen and oxygen is getting absorbed in that fucking nose ring. So not even if they can breathe all the way, they're still missing some brain cells, because, you know, if you don't get enough brain cells, I mean oxygen, your brain cells are gonna die, you're gonna rot, and then you're gonna look like one of these abominations. You know what I mean?
Her brain actually functions properly.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
she's the lead.
Yeah, but she has like she has gold though, and gold is really good for piercings because it prevents infections and stuff. At least that's what I'm hearing. I heard
She's defended out of everybody, and she can actually take a joke. Wow, who would have thought, guys? Maybe there needs to be a book written about this. About
like, you notice that this one is stainless steel as well. You know, also she has the bull horn, so she's a bull, bro. She gonna ram your fucking. I don't trust girls. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like that septum shit, bro. That shit is not it, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. That shit is not it. Especially if you a fat girl. If you a fat girl or a fat nigga. We know, hey, bro. Fucking cow in that bitch, bro. You know what I mean?
Like the size of the nose ring. I feel like the bigger nose ring, the more crazy you are. I think that everybody would agree with, right? The bigger and the thicker it is, like, because it can be big
and the more obnoxious, really. It's really the more obnoxious.
Big, but really tiny as well. But that just looks weird. But if it's big and thick, then it's blocking your breathing. That's just By the way, who even thought
those are mouth breathers
of nose rings in the first place? What kind of psycho is like, yeah, let me just fucking pierce my nose, dog? I mean, to be honest, nose rings are quite tame, like, compared to like tongue rings or whatever the fuck people do. Like, bruh, I don't know what people are doing. I never like understand that. Like, if it's for fashion,
I don't. If it's for fashion and you want to do it, you know, and it's not super obnoxious, I mean, that's cool.
And why is it in your mouth, and why is it like hidden? Also, it's affecting like how you're eating now. Like, that's just ridiculous. Also, some people have like eye rings or something. Nah, bro.
Oh, that's not. yo, I was about to say that dog, bro. Yo, I fuck with this dog, bro. I'm gonna take a screenshot, bro. That ass, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna have to save that and put that in the files.
Again. Now, this next girl apparently got BPD from a nose ring.
Septum piercing theory, septum. Bro, I didn't get the septum because I'm mentally ill. After I got this piercing, I became mentally ill. I'm gonna put kind of a trigger warning on this video, low-key, because it's kind of a hard thing to talk about. But after you get these piercings, so the way they pierce it, it goes through a certain nerve, which hits the exact same nerve that synapses in your brain to your emotion. And this nerve will give you BPD if you hit it. So after I got this piercing, I got BPD. And I haven't been the same since. I started dyeing my hair black. I started being emo. Don't get a septum piercing unless you want this to happen to you. This isn't a joke anymore.
Okay.
No, she trolling, bruh. She trolling. Nah, she's stupid, bruh. Yeah, why is she trolling, bro?
She's gotta be trolling.
Yeah, she's gotta be trolling, bro.
I cannot tell anymore. But that's an interesting.
Nah, she trolling, bro.
Interesting theory.
There's
so
no
it's
way.
not mentally ill people that get nose rings. It's nose rings that cause the mental illness. Fascinating, truly.
Yeah. I mean, she got a lot of illnesses going on. I mean, you have a fucking. She has a pin clip on her chin. Why?
I think I'm more likely to believe the latter because of the whole oxygen theory, right? Less oxygen, less brain power, more in mental illness. Makes sense to me. But anyways, whatever that was, a good warning. Somebody probably benefited from that. Anyways, moving on to this grandma here.
A sign the family must depart.
Beatrice!
Septum ring theory? I'm gonna need you MAGA its to explain to me.
It's not MAGA. It's not MAGA though. It's everybody that has a fucking brain, you dumb old bitch. The fuck are you talking about? It's not MAGA. Don't just say MAGA.
Exactly what you mean by septum ring theory. Because you commented over and over on every single one of my videos. People just don't appreciate the beauty of piercings, and you're afraid of them, and you're intimidated by them. So then you use them to try to offend me. But what you don't understand is I don't get offended by that. I love being unique. I love being different. I love disassociating myself from you MAGAs in any way possible. So I don't know what septum ring theory means other than you're just afraid and fearful of anyone who's different than you.
Okay, I got a ton of flags here. First,
You guys, I'm horrified. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared to push. I'm scared to unpause the video. I'm scared. I don't want to see her again, bro. I'm scared, y'all. Yo, keep her away from me. Keep the it clown away from me, bro. Clown core. You know what I mean?
stuff. This is a grandma, all right? This ain't a Gen Zer, so I
It
feel
clown,
like this is more likely to
core.
be satire. I mean, it genuinely
has to
seems
be.
like legendary satire here. Because honestly, what the fuck is that in your nose? What the hell is it you even got?
Nah, she has the. Nah, there's no way, bro. If she's actually doing this though, out of spite for like the Trump supporters and MAGA and all that shit, you're a crazy bitch. But if you're just doing it to troll, I mean, that's different.
There. You got a clipper on your neck. You even got some shit on your mouth. Like, how do you eat with that? That is maximum oxygen blockage. That might actually be worse than a deviated septum. Like, you might legitimately pass out. Cause where is the space to breathe? Fellas, if this is your grandma, like, unironically, then I think I understand why you turned out the way you did. And then, yeah, that's just a rough start, I guess. Bad spawn point. But I have a strong feeling this one's gotta be ironic. There's just no way people walk around with that fucking brick in your nose. Also, last video I said I was taking a break. By that I mean I probably won't be doing daily uploads anymore. I'll still try to get out as much content as I can. Really appreciate all the messages. I didn't actually know how many people...
Bro, W more Pegasus, man, bro. Clap it up for Lord. More Pegasus. You know what I mean? This was a good video, funny as hell. But shit, I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, these types of people, man. I mean, you just can't trust them, bro. You just can't trust them. You know, they scream Karen, they scream entitled, they scream, immature, they scream. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I just can't trust them, bro. You know what I mean? They got different pronouns. I mean, they're not even human anymore, bro. They're a bear now. You're a bear, or you're a pig, or you're a cow. I mean, I don't fucking know, but I hope y'all have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and a good night. I love y'all, man. Peace.